So here's the thing with cryptocurrency. You're going to have a lot of Bitcoin maximalists that are going to be making fun of all the alt bags going down and all that kind of fun stuff. They're going to dismiss all the fact that a lot of work is happening in that space, actually a lot more than even Bitcoin when you look at it collectively, especially on the Ethereum ecosystem. You look at the ETC ecosystem, you look at the amount of developers. Ethereum has by far the largest amount of scope of development happening on it by scale of all the other projects, pretty much combined. And then you look at all the kind of feeder systems that have spun off of Ethereum and either created their own currency for the reasons that I was saying before, where somebody wants to have more input of a particular feature, and if they can't get it influenced onto Ethereum, they spin their own coin and use that as a mechanism. The coin is just a byproduct of it. So you have all this development, all this effort, and all this stuff on these other currencies. If you look at it purely just from the financial mindset for people, think of what any rationalization in this space to put all your eggs in one basket. There isn't anything in the financial side, in the financial instrument side, in the risk assessment side, in the disaster recovery, if we just talk IT, nothing is good to have just everything on one thing. So from a scale of just basic structures that we've known as society, you have diversification in general. So if that's diversification in a network, that's diversification in money, monetary and stuff. At a minimum set, if you contextualize all of the crypto space as inputs to an ecosystem, it's not going to be just one coin. It's not going to be just one project that is just going to overtake everything and it become everything. So the tokenization aspect of the way crypto works and the incentivization of the people that uphold the proof of work mining, it makes absolute sense that there's going to be multiple players in that. So the diversification from somebody that doesn't care about all the technical stuff that's going on is going to diversify a portfolio. So it's going to be Litecoin, it's going to be Ethereum, it's going to be the ones that have all these huge value propositions that are coming out of them. So take the Bitcoin list mindset and understand their perspective is looking at it purely from that monetary standpoint, because most of them wouldn't go very deep when it comes to just talking the tech. And I'm talking people like Tone Vase and people that are very Bitcoin maximalist, because they're looking at it in a focused lens of like the financial instrument, independence, that sort of concept. And that's just been always their position. They're TA in the chart and they're just focusing on Bitcoin. And that's fine, they can do that. No diss to what they're doing, but just understand that the risk people, the people that are going to look at diversification, that kind of stuff, are going to look at other currencies too. It's not going to be just Bitcoin. While some of the other currencies have taken a hit or whatever, that's fine. I mean, that's what's happened in this ecosystem in general. There's been very deep drives down, but look who's going to be the very first at highlighting the ecosystem play again of like, oh wow, the alts are doing well, and man, if you would have got into RVN here at this point, man, it was really good for those people. So it's an ebb and flow, and the best thing that can happen with RVN, with Beam, with Grin, with any of these other projects that are out there is to continue to build their core mission. If they're privacy, if it's Zcash and Zcoin, if it's with Monero with that, improving enhancements on the proof of work side of it, making sure that there's distributed consensus, making sure Dash just did their checkpoint blocks because they're really trying to make sure that a huge amount of effort doesn't come and take over their coin, a reorg, so they're putting protections in there. All of that innovation, I look as a collective whole is good, right? That's a good movement forward. It's innovating on top that a lot of folks in an open source way can take that and enhance their other project. Think of it, just like take a step back. There's going to be diversification. The instruments are in place. The large institutions and custodials that are being part of that are also having mechanisms set up for wallets, for custodial services that are including other coins than just Bitcoin. So, and again, that's that whole retail market that comes in and says, oh, Bitcoin's too high because it went way up. They're going to look at buying other things too. So